podcast breathe time. What are you talking about? Like, you feel me?
Thank you. It's going to be a lax, cool little episode. He's a troll. I'm a goofball. So we just going to be in here cracking up, but still getting to the gist of things. If you guys don't know Miles, he goes by the name of Jrippy. And he is an artist. He's a rapper. He's a producer. He does his cover art. He makes all his beats. He's just a one-man band. And he's out here just giving us cadence and just giving us just bar after bar after bar. So please tell him to keep making music because we want to hear more from Jrippy. All right. Well, we're going to get no problem. We're going to get right into it. So, sir, I know a little bit of your origins of how you got into the music business or the business. It sounds so informed, the business. Yeah. How you got into music. But tell the people, you are Haitian, and from what I am aware of, it was kind of like was it a strict upbringing? Like, were you guys kind of religious? And
it was... I would want to say strict, but it was more so, I don't know the word for it, but it would be more so like, I just got what I got. Like, there was a lot going on. There was a lot of moving. There was not much time to, like, I guess, guide, you know. I don't even know how to describe it. Like, it was so much strict because there was like some things where it's like, okay, I can't do that because so and so said so. Right. And then at the same time, there was a lot of freedom with specific things. So I don't know. I can't really like describe it.
I think what I was trying to tie it into is that you weren't introduced into hip hop until very later on, right?
Right.
And you weren't allowed to listen to hip hop.
It was more so like I was shunned away from it. Like,
you were in Brooklyn.
Right. No. Like, I was in Queens.
Okay.
But my pops is from Brooklyn, right?
But hip hop started in the Bronx. So I'm trying to get at, you was in New York.
Yeah.
With no hip hop.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So to go from that transition, so how does one who has never been involved in hip hop, how does he get into hip hop?
I think it was actually when I came to the Bay. I went to my cousin's house. It's in Vallejo, right?
Hey.
And when I came, they was bumping their music, right? And I remember the feeling, like I'm hearing it and I'm like, okay, this sounds different. I never heard nothing like this. Like the bounce, you feel me? Like the Bay Area bounce was foreign to me. So I'm inside and I'm like, okay. And I remember just like processing it in my head, but I didn't think of it like I didn't have it like super significant. Like it was like, okay, this is different. And then my cousins was like, you don't know nothing about this Bay Area shit. And then they started naming names like, who is this? Who is that? And I was like, I don't know. Like, you feel me?
No.
And it was like, yeah, exactly. Right? So I'm like, yo, right? So I felt like bad about it too. I'm like, damn, like, you feel me? And thinking back, it was probably them knowing like how my pops was. I was into like punk rock, jazz, Brazilian jazz, bossa nova, all the other stuff. So that was like my favorite shit until I came.
Is that what you grew up on? I'm sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think they just knew what my pops was into and just like made a educated guess on like, okay, he probably into that too, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
So when they saying this, I'm not even aware of like what they saying. I'm like, what? Like I don't even know what y'all talking about. And then it wasn't until like while they were like saying this stuff, they start like pulling up songs and start showing me. It's like, see this is Mac Dre. Like I'm like, all right, you feel me?
All right.
And then I still had my bias just based on like what I would hear from my fam.
Yeah.
And but in New York though,
you were just riding around New York with not even hearing hip hop?
No, I heard it.
But it was just so foreign to your ears that you just didn't.
Yeah, like so the New York hip hop was different. Like it was like being in New York and coming out here, it's noticeably different.
Yeah.
With the music, especially during that time. It was when I stayed with my cousins for a bit, and they damn near the reason why I like fell in love with hip hop.
Okay. Shout out to the cousins, because without them, he wouldn't be right here.
That's a fact.
Well, he might have been, but maybe for something else.
Right.
But for rap, he's here today. So shout out to the cousins. Thank you, cousins.
Nah, right.
Okay. So to kind to summarize what you were just saying, so you're back and forth between New York and the Bay Area, and then you kind of grew up on. I know you grew up on dancehall. You grew up on dancehall?
I grew up on reggae.
Some reggae, some jazz background, no
Some
hip hop.
jazz,
Until he
yeah.
came out here, his family was like, "You don't know nothing about this." He said, "I guess I don't." Heard
Yeah.
it, and then he's been cooking up ever since.
Yeah, facts.
All right, so thank you for giving us that little inside scoop. I got my questions right here on the phone, you guys, so I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just digital with it today instead of having my big old notebook. I don't know how long I've been following you or when I started following you, but I know my first time like really paying attention was from the box experience with Good Company. And I was like, wow, he's really a lyricist. And then I just kind of paid attention to your music after that. But how was your experience with Good Company and Larissa?
I pull up, ready to go, like everything set up. I was like, all right, oh shit,
It's real production. They
Right.
real professional over there.
you know what I mean? I was like, all right, boom, lights everywhere and shit. I'm like, okay, bet, right? And surprisingly, I thought I was gonna have a lot of takes. I'm not gonna lie, like I thought it was gonna take a minute, but on the first take, I damn near got it, like on the first take, and it was smooth. It was a vibe. We ate, we got some food, we was vibing right after. We was talking about music, boom, boom. It was an experience, you feel me? So, you know, I'm very grateful for that as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that
But
platform is blowing up. So,
Yeah.
and that's cool that you caught it in the early stages and stuff.
Right.
So that's
Right.
lit. Well, I'm glad you had a cool little experience over there because now you're here.
Right.
And that's lit.
You know?
So shout out LaRussell, Good Company. We got an episode coming next week, so stay tuned for that. Well, it is very clear that you have some type of relationship with anime.
Yeah.
Definitely speaks through your artwork and your music videos. It definitely shines through. So explain your relationship with anime if you can, or
Yeah. I don't know. I was into like art as a child, just off rip. Like that was my first love, like drawing, painting, all of that. And so when I watch like cartoons, I would look at the art style first. I would literally not like a show strictly because of the art style. That's how, like, even if the show was good, like even if the dialogue or like the writing was good, like it's like nah.
like, why y'all draw this?
Right, you feel me?
Whole time, why y'all draw this?
Right, like why is his head shaped like that?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? So I would literally like dictate what a good show was just because
Based off the
of,
artwork.
right, you know. So I really liked anime as a child because of how proportioned it was, or how it was proportioned.
Okay, so let's move a little forward. I mean, we talked about anime, we talked about Dragon Ball Z, talked about your music. Speaking of music, you tweeted UK music is better. Did your heart just drop when I said tweeted because you found out I was on your Twitter? Because soon as I seen it,
I was like, oh no.
I
was like,
know.
oh, no.
I seen it because that's how I feel when I'm a certain way. Not necessarily a certain way. Both are both me. Like Twitter's me, Instagram's me.
Yeah.
Instagram is podcast Bree. Twitter is Brianna. So like when people be like, "Oh, I see your Twitter," I see this, I be like, "Wait, I hecka forgot I'm
Yeah.
podcast Bree on Instagram,
No.
but Twitter is my real feeling."
Exactly. That is scary.
It is, because I like really forget I have like the two, and
Yeah.
like people see you as a certain way, and then I'm reckless and saying all this stuff on Twitter.
Right. It be crazy when it's somebody that you didn't even know had a Twitter,
Yeah.
and you don't see them interact with it, and it's like, oh yeah, you said you like, oh,
Oh,
it's like people really,
people. Oh,
because I'm thinking like, okay, it's only a handful that's really like
right. Paying attention.
and you like, oh snap, like I gotta, you know. So my heart dropped. I was like, uh-oh.
I am weak because I really know that feeling. Somebody just did that to me a couple weeks ago. It was a meeting with somebody, and they were like, "Yeah, I really like this, I really like that, and I want to work and blah blah blah." And I was just like, "Oh, like how did you even find me or find us?" She was like, "Oh, I started following you on Twitter. I've been following you on Twitter for like a year now."
Like what?
Oh, so you really know me.
Right.
Like, you really know.
Yeah.
So let me just take off this facade and just be my natural self.
Yeah, just let it out. Like, all right, caught me.
This is what
You feel me? It's like, all right, bro, I ain't got nothing to hide now. You seen everything.
this is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm weak. Okay, so I seen a tweet that said why that UK music is just better. I've never listened to UK music because I can't get past the accents.
Yeah.
Like when I hear the accent in the music, it's not a bad thing. It's just like
No, it is
different
funny.
from my ears.
It is funny. Nah, like I really feel like comparing it to like American music, just like music in totality, the jazz, the dance hall, the rock, all like when it comes to every genre, I feel like they're so innovative with like what they do.
Oh, really?
With like the artists like Tom Mitch, like all those artists, like it's just how they create their music, how they construct it, they like the way they know music theory. And this is not to get on like America. I'm not gonna lie, when it comes to like lyrical ability, I'm not gonna lie, America got that. I ain't gonna hold you.
Okay.
I was like,
Okay.
feel me? Like I feel like we just at the pinnacle, you feel me?
Okay.
But in terms of like the music, like sonically, the UK know what they doing. I'm not gonna lie, and it makes sense. Like when I said it, a couple people was like, "What are you talking about?"
What are you talking about? Because
like-
people just think everywhere is America.
Yeah.
Like you be forgetting there's a whole other world outside of us.
Right.
And there's other music and there's other languages and there's other healthcare systems and school systems.
Yeah.
It's just a whole bunch of different stuff. So
Right.
I struggle with that too. Like, oh yeah, there's another world.
Yeah, you know. But yeah, I think UK got something going on. And I noticed, cause I've been messing with like, you know, the UK sound for a minute. I'm not gonna lie, like when it comes to like the music over here, we kind of somewhat take from them like every other year. Like,
Because they always coming over here.
yeah.
Everybody from Canada and the UK. So like I think we just all mixing in the studio.
Nah, right. Yeah. Like even like I don't know if you're like aware of like the New York drill sound.
I gotta look it up.
So like the New York
I've
drill.
heard of it though, but
It's like I don't know how to describe it, but like the high like the hi hats like
okay.
You feel me? And then it's like the pop smoke sound. So all of New York is basically that sound.
Yeah.
And that drill sound came from the UK.
Oh, okay.
All the Chicago drill came from the UK.
I gotta do some origin stories then.
You know, all like even with like other subgenres within hip hop, when it comes to like the sounds and like the synths that they use, the UK did it first. You know.
Okay.
So
Put me on it. Put me on.
Nah,
I need to
yeah.
broaden my horizon.
or hey, shout out to the UK too. They be fucking with me too. Shout out to y'all, man.
Shout out to the UK.
You know what I mean?
You'll be there doing a show soon.
Or hopefully. You know.
So, I was also on Twitter.
Oh.
It's gonna get real personal.
No, yeah. Go ahead.
You suck toes?
So basically, damn, you seen that one? Okay, so basically,
I wasn't up at 3 a.m. for no reason. I was like, let me find out. He's sucking toes.
and so crazy thing is, I be wildin', but I ain't never sucked no toes before. I ain't gonna lie.
Wah, wah,
I ain't never sucked. I ain't never sucked no toes before. But I just do be wildin', and I do be saying shit. I probably would do. I ain't gonna lie. There was probably a point in time like I would never do that. But now I'm in point in time like
Right toes, right time,
yeah,
right person,
You know,
right night.
if
Like-
if you dug far enough, there was a picture of me like with a toe in my mouth though.
Oh, I didn't see that, but thanks for plugging us with that because
Yeah.
we're gonna find it.
Yeah, it was like in my mouth, but it was like hovering, and it was for a picture. It was when Fleets were about to end.
Oh, see, he was going crazy.
Yeah, and then
It was
my
when fleets were about to end. That was a wild day on Twitter.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So we was like, hey, bro, let's take this picture.
Just take this picture.
They took the picture.
Okay.
Yeah, I just be wilding. I
Okay.
don't. Yeah, I be bored.
I was about to say because it's a market for you. So
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
So in your music videos, I seen that you have a pineapple and you use that in a lot of things. So what's the significance of the pineapple?
So one day, I was going to a party. Shout out to Spillate. I believe it was his birthday.
Okay.
And I pulled up with a pineapple. And people know me as like the plant eater because I'm like vegan and shit, right?
Are you vegan?
Yeah.
That's lit.
Yeah.
I want to be vegan. I'm working towards it. I'm doing that.
I encourage it. 100% for
I
sure.
am.
Nah, but yeah, so people like see me like, and if you want, like, you feel me, hey, if you really trying to do it, you feel me, I can send some recipes.
Please
I ain't
do.
gonna lie, you feel me?
Have you I have a vegan cookbook and I've been cooking a few things out of that because meat has been a lot of things just haven't been agreeing with me, so I really gotta find like what works because as soon as I take a bite out of certain things, like my stomach will just turn and I just know it's not for me. And so then I was like, okay, well, let me just try some vegan stuff, and even like certain vegan things kind of still make my stomach hurt. So I mean, it's just really about finding what's right for you, not necessarily just meat or vegetables, but just finding what's right.
Nah, yeah.
How long you been vegan?
I think I'm on year 6 or 7.
Dang,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
That's cool. I'll get there. I'm starting today. No.
So today, hey, you feel me?
I'm grocery shopping now.
I'm in full support. It's a science to it. Like the reason why I went vegan was because, at first it wasn't for the animals. I'm not gonna lie. It was for more selfish reasons, which is okay too.
That's okay.
You know,
because we're on this earth too. I mean,
yeah, you know, crazy things. Because I used to be a sweet tooth candy.
Me too.
Candy, anything with sugar in it, that was my bag. Like I was like, okay, I need that. Boom, anywhere, any corner store.
Anywhere, any corner store.
Right, sweet tooth. I was with my brother Key. Shout out to Key.
Shout out Key.
You feel me? We loved Pop-Tarts for some reason. We used to find like the rarest Pop-Tarts. If Pop-Tarts had a new drop, we'd be the first ones. we used to look for Pop-Tarts and stuff. And so
I got the plug on some exotic Pop-Tarts if you still in that market, but go ahead.
Word? Okay. So I'm about to talk to you. So yeah, so we were looking for Pop-Tarts. I think some new flavor drop. I forgot what it was. Some wild flavor like watermelon or something. It was like new at the time.
Watermelon Pop-Tarts?
Yeah. And I went to get him with my partner at the time because Key wasn't free that day. So she came with me and got the Pop-Tarts. And she was vegan. She was like a holistic doctor type shit, you know. And you know, me during that time, I was like, I don't know what you talking about. Like,
yeah,
I'm gonna eat this chicken, like,
right?
You know what I mean?
Chicken's so good,
right? So
until it's not.
You feel me? You know, like, but I pulled up to the house. She pulled up with me, and I was excited. I opened up my little, you feel me, little plastics. Opened up the Pop-Tart, and I took a bite. And I had like, I don't know what it was, but it felt like a little baby heart attack.
Oh, wow.
Like I was like, oh, snap. And I was literally sitting there like frozen. Like I was like, yo, it was this crazy feeling in my heart. Like I never felt it before. I would feel things somewhat like it. Like when I would eat, you know, certain things like just meat or like sugar, this and that, blah, blah, blah. But that time, it was like my body like, yo, you gotta chill. You gotta, you feel me? What are you doing?
Right.
You know?
What we doing here? Because I'm about to shut down.
Right, you know? And I was like, oh, nah. And then my partner at the time was like pretty good at like not pushing stuff on me. But she was like, hey, yo, nah. If that's happening, she laid it all down. She explained all the science to me, like how certain foods affect, you know, certain chemical reactions and this and that. And like, what we're, you know, quote unquote meant or what's better for us to digest, how it affects our body, our brain, this and that. And I just got put on that and I was like, whoa. So it was like more so like the science of it and then turns out like it really made me feel way better. Like no more headaches. I rarely got headaches. Like if I got headaches, I knew what it was. I knew it's like, okay, I got it because I ate this.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I could test it out and just I'll be right.
Did you have any like illnesses at the time that like were kind of cured, and not necessarily like a chronic illness or just something that's always been kind of like bothering you, and then now it doesn't bother you anymore because you're vegan? 'Cause you said no more headaches, but
no more headaches. My skin got better.
Hey, we need that.
Yeah, my skin got better. I had digestion issues for sure. I had leaky gut. Your boy was passing that gas. You know, it was wild. So that got fixed over the years. No stomach pain. Every time I ate something, I felt like some chest pain, heartburn, and I thought it was normal. You know, when you eat, and then when that happens, you know, your whole life you think it's normal until it stops happening. It's like, oh snap,
that wasn't supposed to be it.
Right. You know. So all that went away. I have a speech impediment. Right. I still have it, but so I also don't eat gluten. Right. So when I stopped eating that improved my speech impediment by a lot.
Wow.
Because I used to stutter.
Oh.
You know. I can't explain it right. I mean, I can. I don't have all the terminology in my head right now.
You're giving us a lot of hope.
Nah, yeah. Like the changing your diet is wild, you know. But yeah. People just knew me as like, oh, you a plant eater. You eat like a rabbit type. You feel me? So I was like, all right, cool. I pull up with a pineapple. I pull up with this pineapple intending to eat the pineapple.
He didn't pull up with the trombone. But we'll get to that.
You right.
The pineapple. You pulled up with the pineapple.
Yeah. I
with an intention to eat it. So you was like, wait, so you was putting up to a party or somebody's house? A party?
Party.
How was you gonna cut that pineapple? Like,
I was just gonna go in this kitchen and
just, hey, can I use your knife?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give out some pieces. You know what I mean?
Give out some pieces, you know.
Yeah. I was really like I used to just buy fruit and veggies because I was really strict, like whole food type.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna lie, I've been kind of falling
Trader
off.
Joe's in it up and
Yeah.
Safeway.
You feel me? So I used to just walk around with fruits and vegetables type shit, and then I pulled up with the pineapple, and then everybody kept like, I don't know, they just kept taking the pineapple. It was like, hey, bro, and they was like doing crazy shit. They was to pass back with it, and
like they've never seen a pineapple.
It literally, like,
it's at a party, so it's like, yeah, pineapple, bro.
And I was like, why y'all so fascinated by? I'm like, this how I know y'all niggas don't eat your fruits and vegetables, like, you know what I mean? But everybody kept taking pictures. Like I was in most of the pictures holding a pineapple. And I was like,
I'm so weak right now.
No, it's kind of odd. Like when you, I'm explaining it right now. I'm like, what? Like, it's really odd. But yeah, everybody was taking pictures like with the pineapple. I was in pictures with the pineapple. I looked at it and I was like, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of look nice. Like it might be an accessory,
right?
Yeah, you know what I mean. So. I was like, okay. And then so I brought the pineapple like to a couple more parties, you know. And it was like, oh snap, the pineapple boy.
So I pulled up again.
I pulled up again with the pineapple to like a couple more parties, and people was like, okay. And then when I didn't pull up with a pineapple, we were like, yo, where's your pineapple?
Oh.
You know? So it kind of became my thing, and then I just was like, okay, I'm gonna just make it my thing. Boom, boom. And that's crazy thing is not my favorite fruit. At the time it was.
Plot twist.
Mangoes, team mango.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
That's fair.
But pineapple too though. Facts.
Do you still use the pineapple? Is that still like your accessory?
My last video I didn't have a pineapple. I forgot the pineapple.
You didn't. Was your last video asparagus?
Yep.
That was a really raw video. All his videos are dope. But you guys go check out Asparagus. Go check out Jrippy on all platforms. And we're going to take a hot break.
Word.
Be right back.
How about you? Whoo.
Sheesh. Top of the morning. We are back. Once again, we are with Miles, aka Jrippy. He is here dropping some gems on just his life now, because we just talking about everything.
Yeah.
But he is an artist. He is a rapper. He is a lyricist. So go check out his music on all platforms. And he might give us a little freestyle since he didn't show up with the trombone. But if he don't give us a freestyle, it's okay. If you see him on the street, be like, "Hey, where that freestyle?"
Yeah.
And he might.
I might.
He might.
You know.
But he don't work for free, so if you got a little tip jar, just drop it in there. Because he said he's tired of being broke.
Facts.
He's tired of being broke.
Facts.
All right, so we are going to move into a little music section. And I did this with another artist, but I'm going to do it a little different with you.
Mm-hmm.
So it is called My Favorite My Favorite Jrippy Lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to ask you about like 3 lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to kind of explain them.
Okay.
Or we'll go from there.
Okay.
All right, so, and excuse me because my cadence isn't the same as yours, so I'm just gonna talk the lyrics. It's not gonna come out like how he says them, so my bad if I butcher it.
It's good. It's good.
Okay. Niggas used to call me square because I was the one that made the points, and now they point at me when they need help supporting their career.
Boom.
Niggas used to call you a square.
Yeah.
People call me a square too, so it's all good.
Yeah. So boom. Niggas used to call me square because I was the one making points. Boom. You know, a square has 4 points.
Yes.
Boom, boom, whatever.
Yes.
Right. And so yeah, people used to call me square because I don't want to say I was because I still am a geek. Like I'm a geek.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's fine.
But you know that wasn't cool back in the day. You know.
Yeah.
So it's like you a square, you this, you that.
Right.
But it be the same ones that be like, hey, can you do this for me? Can you draw this for me?
Mm-hmm.
Can you mix this for me? Can you shout me out? It be the same ones.
Now can you shout me out?
Yeah.
No, go get somebody who's popular to shout you out. Why you want the
Right.
square to do it?
Exactly. So.
Yeah, I get some of those messages too now, like from high school, and then people now, which is fine. Like I don't mind helping. I don't want to harbor anything from high school, but we were all a little ignorant at some point.
Yeah.
And said some things, but okay,
That's a fact.
that's
yeah.
a fact. That was a good little bar.
Mm.
All right, last one. It's probably my favorite one. Look at this nigga talking about he got a mill. Nigga, stop it. You in Fairfield. All right, I'm gonna say it again because it's so funny. Look at this nigga talking about he got a mill. Nigga, stop it. I'm trying to be serious.
Yeah, so
If y'all don't know Fairfield, California, it gets all the smoke.
it get all the smoke.
It gets all the smoke. I hate that city for other reasons.
Same. I don't.
It's a miss. Oh.
Yeah, it's a place you don't want to be from. I'm gonna get some flack for this too, though. But hey, I'm just keeping it a buck.
Whatever. People talk about Fairfield on Twitter every other day, so
Yeah.
they know what time it is.
But I live out there, so you know, I be knowing like this ounce of good out there. But for the most part, you don't want to be from there. I ain't gonna lie. Like it's just a rep it got. But yeah, that line, you know, I was just calling out. You know, it was other rappers that be talking about. I got this. I got $1 million. I got VVS. Like
You don't.
yeah.
We in Fairfield.
You feel me? So, like you probably wouldn't be over here. I ain't gonna lie. So
They might be in Green Valley.
maybe.
Green Valley's nice.
Yeah.
Maybe a little Hidden Brook, but that's still Vallejo. But we in
Yeah.
Fairfield. The flats.
The flats. Yeah, you ain't got no. You ain't got no mill, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
I'm going to run that back or just one more time. Because he was serious. Look at this nigga talking about he got a mill. Nigga, stop it. You in Fairfield. Like, damn. That was so humbling. That was so... I'm in Vallejo and I was very humbled. So I can only imagine how somebody who's from Fairfield might have felt.
Oh, man.
You be doing the damn thing. I feel it.
That was straight to the point. I forgot I said that. Yeah, see? Like, damn.
I do my research. So while we are on the music subject, and this will probably be like my last question. So you talked about using the right amount of syllables in a bar. How have you been able to, do that? Because it seems like you perfected your flow.
Thank you.
Does it just come with practice?
Yeah, just over time.
getting the right amount of syllables in a bar, because people like to just just kind of like say it and then don't really like know how to do like breath work or know when to
Right.
stop or know when to
Right.
take a break or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, it just what helped with me, um, was just knowing music and making beats as well. Like I feel like I got my flow down before I started making beats.
Okay.
But like for those that say if you make beats and you want to rap, the best way to perfect your flow or to perfect your syllables is that you have to treat your syllables like a drum. It has to be on the beat. If you're doing a 64 bar, 32, 16, a not a 8, a 4, it has to be on that beat. No matter where it hits, it has to be on beat. So I treat my syllables like it's percussion. So it has to da 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 da, like it all, as long as it's on beat, the syllable gotta be on beat. And I stay away from odd numbers usually. And it could work if you just know how it works. But yeah, also syllables comes with speed. That's gonna determine how fast you rapping, depending on how fast the beat is. That takes a lot of mouth muscles, a lot of tongue muscles. So I had
That's
to
where
train.
sucking toes come in handy, but he not ready for that conversation. I had to. Sorry, go ahead.
You could do that, and it'll probably strengthen your mouth. You know what I mean? But I had to train my tongue.
We so childish.
I had to train my tongue and my mouth, and yeah. I don't even know how to explain it though, cause like I know that I thought it was like a normal thing, cause I was just kind of just naturally able to just do it, and I think it was just how I grew up and like the music that was installed in my head, and hearing like the jazz drums like constantly. I go to sleep, wake up hearing it. It was playing nonstop in my head as a child. So like I think I just had like that down, like rhythm down in general.
Having rhythm down definitely makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
Because I've noticed that like I know when I'm supposed to hear something like on a song. Like that didn't fit where I thought my brain was gonna like where my brain had it. And it does definitely come from like just listening to music over and over just from a young age. I used to commute. I used to go to school in Oakland, so my mom and I used to commute all the time, so I would just hear like 90s R&B all the time, hip hop, whatever, and just kind of getting used to just rhythm. I mean, and just knowing like when stuff should be on beat. So you should definitely have rhythm and study that.
Yeah, your brain like subconsciously picks, like, even if someone doesn't know music theory, there's a reason why music is appealing to the human brain. Music theory is like, it's constructed to please the brain. There's a reason why certain notes are supposed to go with certain notes and create a chord and all of that. And rhythm is like, there's a reason why there's a certain time period before the next beat hits. It's pleasing to the brain because the brain likes patterns. So even if you don't like know music theory and you hear something that's off, or you hear something that's off key, even if you're not aware of what's wrong with it, you're gonna know there's something wrong. You know what I mean? And so I think just knowing about like
know your stuff.
I think that helped out a lot too. But at first I was just mimicking my favorite rappers. I ain't gonna lie, like
a lot of people say that though. I think that's just kind of what you go after at first. Like, I really like this. This is how I'm gonna try to do it. I'm gonna try to hit it. But you have to have your own spin to it, and it's because you're not them. You're not them ultimately.
No, right.
Well, to wrap up this interview, what's coming next? Because it's easy to ask an artist, "Where's the music? Where's the album? Where's the album? Where's the album?" I'm gonna ask you nicely.
Ooh, what's the album?
Where's the album?
Where's the music? Album. So crazy thing is, I used to drop project after project after project. Like I used to drop a little too much. I used to drop a song every damn near 2 songs a week.
That's not too much.
You don't think it's too much? I think I was
No. Larry June dropped so much music. I would never be like, this man has too much music. Nobody has ever said Future has too much music. Like
that's a good
Drake has too much music. These men have been making songs since I was in elementary school. Well, Drake was, Lil Wayne was.
Mm-hmm. That's a good way to, because I never think of it like, I don't think anybody's gonna be like, that's too much.
Too much music.
Yeah, but it was like,
you're giving people options, because if they don't like 99 of them, they might like the 100th one.
That's true, and see, that's the pro of it.
The cons is this shit is sad. Okay, it drains us. This artistry, it's a struggle.
It's a lot, but it's also like I used to like pride myself in like dropping a bunch. Like, okay, boom, 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 boom. Like I can make a project in 2 days or something like that. Boom. But it's like the quality wasn't up to par.
Yeah.
That was my thing, and I would be like, why isn't it going anywhere? You know, because I would drop a bunch of stuff. My discography was bulky. You know, nice and juicy, thick. Like it's like, yo, I got options. How you not mess with none of these? And I'm realizing it's like, I think I'm just rushing everything. Like I'm not putting enough time into it. And it wasn't until I put time into like the quality and made sure that it was timeless too. Like I stopped dropping shit as soon as I made it. Like I let it sit, let it marinate, and then like I might even like not drop it for like a couple years, and it's like if it's still not, then I know it's timeless. Then I could drop it. You know,
I like that.
Cause like those songs where I was dropping quick, like I might follow the trend on one song. This shit didn't age well. You know, so
that's important too as an artist to learn that, recognize that, and realize it, and to find your own sound and your own like flow, because trying to hop on trends and stuff is just gonna burn you out. And it's not original. I mean, obviously nothing is an original thought because everything is thrown at us, so we pull things from everything. But to just ride, make a career off of riding waves is
it's not
taxing,
safe. It's taxing too. But I removed all my old stuff just because like I was like, okay, I improved over time, and I was like, maybe I don't want this to represent me. Like let me have everything I put out like perfected. That way it'll be better. Like I'll have a better chance of somebody staying when they come across my stuff. And so
dropping real gems here on Plug by Bree. I love it.
You know, so I think I'm just building my catalog, and I want to drop a project so bad, but I feel like I don't have enough. So I call my supporters flowers, right? I don't think I have enough flowers in my garden yet. When my garden gets a little, you know, bigger, I think I'll be more confident to drop a project, just because I want my flowers to be like, yo, okay.
Are you watering us? Are you giving us plant food? Are you giving us sunlight?
I think she on it.
We can't just show up. Like
that's a fact.
You gotta give us a little something. I'm a plant mom, okay? So I really know what I'm talking about, because my plants has been.
That's a good question. I mean, hey.
Let me leave this man alone.
That's a good question. I'm not gonna lie.
Because soon as somebody come at me with like, where the podcast at, I'm gonna be mad. So mind your business. So I feel it. It's a struggle.
No, yeah. I mean, hey,
you'll get there.
Yeah, it'll get there.
Flowers is waiting.
Yeah, the flowers. Yeah, it's just the flowers. The flower. Just the garden. Just gotta be a little bigger for me to be like, okay, I'm gonna drop a project, because my issue was just dropping projects, and it's like I can't expect someone that has never heard of me to listen to my full-length project. You know what I mean? I think it's easier to present myself with like a single. It's more convenient. Put a lot of effort into that single because it's gonna generate the same, you know, effects as an album. If you're unknown, you feel me? It's a little different for somebody that got their feet wet, obviously.
Right.
But like an artist like me, like where it's like, you know, still trying to come up.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, let me milk what I could do and then, you know, make it make sense. But at the same time, like, okay, I understand though, like a project would be nice.
A project would be really nice.
Because I'm thinking about it, because it's like, damn, when you discover an artist and it's like, damn, they don't got a project. Like,
nah, it's not even about damn, they ain't got a project. It's
because like you want to listen to like, you know, a full length
yep.
of an artist that you discovered or you like. And it's like, damn, like, okay, they only got a couple singles out, boom, boom. But, you know, but
good.
I just
I'd rather you give us like quality over quantity anyway.
Right.
So
right.
I feel that. And we're so used to like instant gratification. LaRussell just talked about this the other day. Like he said he's just now getting paid for, you know, something that he did in 2018. Like you never know when somebody will discover it in one point in time and it might make you a millionaire when you're 50. You know.
Oh, word.
So I feel it. Well, this artistry is hard, but we doing it. And I really appreciate you for being here on the show. It took us a minute to get here, just like all my episodes, but great things take time.
I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. B2K really tried to take us both out, but we here. We are here.
Yeah.
All right, it's the top of the morning Tuesday. Catch me Plugged by Bree every Tuesday, every morning. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. I'm on all the platforms, Podcast Bree. And what you on? Plug us with some stuff.
I'm on everything. You
got an ad name?
Google JRIPPY. I should pop up.
Okay. He said, Google me, baby.
You feel me? Google me. On Twitter, JRIPPY or JRLPPY. Instagram, JRIPPYENT. But if you put JRIPPY, I should pop up too. Just anything, Spotify, just any platform I'm on. Like even them little third party platforms that nobody going, I'm probably on there.
I'm on there.
You feel me? So
I feel it. All right, and I will put the description in the bio, not the bio, but I'll put all our links in the description and probably right here. Right here? It's popping up? Right here.
Boom. I see it.
All right.
I see it. Man.
All right, y'all. We are out of here. Thanks for listening once again. Take care.
All right. Bye-bye. Bye. Don't die, y'all. Be safe.